Well, from the time he was a kid, John Mays knew what he wanted to do, serve in the U.S. Army.
And he did. In Veterans Voices now, 6 on Your Side's Don Dare, who's also a veteran, says John saw duty in the regular Army and reserves.
Tennessee native John Mays served 30 years in the Army.
I have, in this case, the rank that I wore on the uniforms from my second lieutenant all the way through my 06 colonel rank.
Retired Colonel Mays grew up in a farm in rural East Tennessee, his parents telling him education would be the key to his success. Here he is in the first grade, decked out in a uniform.
I kept wanting to be in the Army, and so they bought me a little old uniform.
When you were 7, you knew that the Army is what you wanted to do.
That's what I thought I wanted to do, yes.
And you wound up doing that.
Did it, right.
Graduating from East Tennessee State College in 1958, now ETSU, Colonel Mays served as an infantry officer. However, when he was a major, he took on a role with the Armor Division. It was at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds where he and other highly trained officers came up with ways to lower the noise level inside the M60 tank.
And my deal there was to be involved as an infantry officer and how they were going to improve the communication between the infantry officer or infantry on the ground and the people in the tank because of the noise. So that had to have a top secret clearance to get into that. So that was one of my great assignments.
First, the M60 and later the M60A1 proved that these models had achieved a high degree of protection, firepower, and mobility.
That same tank was being looked at by some other people as to how they could improve the shocks of that tank to where it would not be as noisy and be a little bit better to drive.
Remembering what his parents said about schooling, Colonel Mays received a master's degree from the University of Tennessee and completed a number of U.S. Army branch schools.
Basic signal school at Fort Gordon, and I got signal qualified. That's what got me that far. Then I also applied and went to an engineer, basic engineering, and got my military certification as a combat engineer. Then, at that point in time, I was getting up in rank, so then I went to Command General Staff College.
Well, you must have been one of the most educated Army officers there was at the time.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Once retired, he served on the board of Ed South, a nonprofit corporation that helps students secure federal loans. For the kid who saw himself being a soldier one day, John Mays was a positive influence to many during his Army service.
It was the best thing that could happen to me. It taught me some things that I would not have been able to have done had I not have been in the Army. It caused me to grow up.
Don Dare, WATE, 6 on Your Side.
Wow, what a career. And love the picture. And it said everything, just looking forward to his life there, just how it played out. It was amazing.
Kind of a foresight there.
No doubt.
But he did a lot. He has done a lot with his life.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, just went for it.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You know, if you know a veteran who could be recognized and needs to be recognized, send Don an email at ddare@wate.com, or you can give him a call. Here's his number, 865-633-6923.